Hi, this is Lisa from Endorphina Creative and welcome to your weekly stressless class. Today we are going to explore avenues for accessing the intelligence of our heart and for achieving what is called coherence, which refers to the alignment of heart, brain, and emotions. For this class you will need to be in a quiet and ideally undisturbed place. At the very least, a place where you can focus on yourself without interruption. Before we jump into our first exercises for today, I would like to say a few words about heart coherence. Research has shown that our heart sends more information to the brain and our nervous system than the other way around, and it is specifically the rhythmic pattern of the heart which sends neural messages to the brain and strongly affects our cognitive functions and our stress responses. Moreover, the heart signals have a significant effect on our brain functions. They're influencing emotional processing as well as higher cognitive faculties, such as attention, perception, memory, and problem solving. In other words, not only does the heart respond to the brain, but the brain continuously responds to the heart. For instance, during stress and negative emotions, when we find our heart rhythm pattern is very erratic and disordered, the corresponding pattern of neural signals traveling from the heart to the brain inhibits higher cognitive functions. So this limits our ability to think clearly, to remember, to learn and take in new information, to reason, and make effective and sensible decisions. And of course, this also explains why we may often act impulsively and unwisely when we are under stress. The heart's input to the brain during stressful or negative emotions also has a profound effect on the brain's emotional processes, actually serving to reinforce the emotional experiences of stress, which is also known as the fight or flight response. On the other hand, if our heart rhythm is more ordered and more stable, for example, when we experience positive emotional states or states of relaxation, it has the exact opposite effect. A steady heartbeat enables our cognitive functions and reinforces positive feelings and emotional stability. So this means that learning to generate increased heart rhythm coherence, a kind of harmony in both of our psychological and physiological or bodily processes, and thereby sustaining positive emotions, all of this will not only benefit the entire body and our immune response, but also profoundly affect how we perceive, how we think, how we feel, and how we perform, especially when we are in the midst of high pressure or fast-paced environments. Heart coherence is not to be confused with a state of relaxation. Not only are there fundamental physiological differences between relaxation and coherence, but the psychological characteristics of these states are also quite different. Relaxation is a low energy state in which the individual rests both the body and the mind, and typically disengages from cognitive and emotional processes. In contrast, coherence generally involves the active engagement of positive emotions. So psychologically, coherence is experienced as a calm, balanced, yet energized and responsive state that is conducive to everyday functioning and interaction, including the performance of tasks requiring mental activity, focus, problem solving, and decision making. And it also includes physical activity and coordination. So coherence, in comparison to relaxation states, is a much more active and energized state. That being said, I'm going to guide you through some exercises today that will activate the intelligence of our hearts and also involves breathing. And for the next half an hour, I will lead you through different breathing exercises that you have time to explore. And I will give you a few minutes each for each of these exercises so that you can really dive deeply into this experiential practice. So make sure that you are in a comfortable position, ideally sitting, perhaps sitting on the floor or on a cushion, but you can also sit in a relaxed way on your chair. Make sure that you have your feet on the ground and your spine straight if you're sitting in a chair. And whenever you're ready to relax and to tune inwards, you can close your eyes. And I'm simply inviting you to place your palms over the middle of your chest, so over your heart center. And you can try whether it feels best to have your left palm touching your chest while the other palm is on top of this hand, or to swap it around. Ideally, I would recommend having your left palm making contact with your chest. And just feel the touch of your hands. Feeling the warmth of your hands, or if your hands are cold, perhaps a cool sensation. And find a way to hold your hands and your arms in a relaxed way. And just feel your chest and become aware of your heart. And you may even feel or hear your heartbeat. Becoming aware of the physiological, noticeable response of your heart beating to pump blood through your body, keeping you alive and well. And just take a moment to focus how your heart is feeling on an emotional level. Does your heart space feel calm and serene, or slightly agitated or tense or on guard? Just noticing what your present emotional state is. Is your heartbeat very slow and calm, or a little bit faster paced? And just take a moment to calm any anxiety or stress in your heart area, simply calming. And you can use your palms to send some calm into the center of your chest. And I will give you now a few moments to simply connect with your heart. You do not have to do anything. You do not have to breathe a certain way. Just simply have your hands placed over your heart and connect and observe whatever is going on within you. Do not try to change or alter any sensations or any feelings. Simply observe and witness what is happening in your heart center. And now we are going to begin our first hard breathing exercise. This breathing exercise will reduce the impact of stress on our body and eliminate any energy drain, neutralizing emotional reactions. And it is very simple. Focus your attention in the area of the heart. Imagine that your breath is flowing in and out of your heart or your chest area. Breathing a little slower and a little deeper than usual. The main thing is that you find an easy rhythm that is comfortable. Simply breathing in and breathing out through the heart, through the chest, in a calm and measured way. And I'm going to give you 2 minutes to experience this type of breathing. And now that you have become familiar with this type of breathing, we are going to spend the next 2 minutes continuing this type of breathing, but this time allowing the natural movements of your body to occur. So as you're breathing in, slightly open your chest outwards to the front. Simply open your chest area when you're breathing in. And when you're breathing out, you let it go and allow your chest area to close back up. Simply moving your body with the natural movements of breathing. Simply allowing the body to emphasize those natural movement of breathing. The expansive movement while we're breathing in and the retracting movement when we're breathing out. And continue with this type of breathing and this simple movement addition for the next 2 minutes. And now for the next 15 minutes of our breathing practice, we will explore different attitudes, different qualities that counteract our stress responses. We will remain with our heart breathing technique, simply breathing deeply and slowly through the chest area or through the heart itself, whatever feels most comfortable for you. And this first instruction is about reducing stress. So we are going to focus on the energy of calm, on the quality of calm, the attitude of calm while we're breathing in calm into the heart and breathing out calm through the heart. So for the next 2 minutes, focus on breathing in and out calm for the body, into the body, to counteract any stress response that is still present within you. And for our next exercise, we are going to use this breathing technique to counteract impatience or habits of rushing around, of doing things very fast. So for this next exercise, we're going to breathe in and out patience through our heart center, which means we are going to slow down. We are going to focus on slowness in the body. So we are breathing in patience and slowness, and breathing out patience. Continue breathing through your heart center and focus on the quality of patience for the next 2 minutes. And our next exercise is ideal for reducing mental anxiety, because we are going to utilize this breathing exercise to emphasize the quality of being grounded. So when you're breathing in, breathe in groundedness through your heart, and breathe out through your heart, allowing your heart to relax and sink a bit further towards the ground. So grounding the heart with your out breath. So we're breathing in, feeling of groundedness. You can even breathe in earth energy into your heart if that makes it easier for you. And breathing out from your heart into the ground. Try this exercise for the next 2 minutes. And our next breathing exercise is ideal when we want to counteract any performance pressure or overly disciplined attitude, any kind of hardness in our body. And we are going to breathe in the quality of softness into the heart center and out. So breathing in softness and softening while you're breathing in, and also softening the out breath, softening your heart center. And do this as gentle as you like. Try not to force anything here, just keep your breath very gentle and soft. Explore this part for 2 minutes. Breathing in and out softness. And now we are going to focus on the quality of hope. There were a lot of people in the last 2 to 3 years who have experienced profound feelings of hopelessness and fear states. So we are going to make some room for us to breathe in hope. And if you already are a hopeful person, you can even amplify this by breathing in light. But for anybody who already feels hopeless or perhaps depressed at certain times, breathing in hope into our heart center will be a very helpful exercise. So for the next 2 minutes, breathing in and out the quality of hope. Out of your heart, into your heart, out of your heart, into your heart. And for our last breathing exercise of this type, we are going to counteract any emotional upset. And we are going to breathe the energy of peace into our heart center with our in-breath and out of our heart center with our out-breath, allowing peace to spread in our entire body. And for this, I will once again give you 2 minutes. And to help you amplify positive emotions related to our heart area, to our chest, I'm going to invite you to place your hands in prayer position in front of your chest with palms touching, and just simply sense the energy of this prayer position in front of your heart, and use the next 2 minutes to practice appreciation and gratitude. You can either focus on the feeling of appreciation and gratitude, or you can even deliberately run through your head and assess your life, identifying what you are grateful for, what brings you joy, what lights you up. And spend the next 2 minutes in gratitude, being grateful, thanking existence for all the things that you have and for all the things that are provided for you. And now that you are hopefully feeling much more connected to your heart center and potentially even energized in your body and also relaxed at the same time, we are going to continue this week's class with a self-reflection exercise. And all you need to do is to close your eyes and listen, and I will guide you through this process. So for our reflection exercise, I invite you to think of a challenge you're facing in your life right now. This could have to do with your study or your career. This could have to do with relationships, with important life decisions, with self-worth topics or confidence issues. Whatever it is that is going on in your life right now, choose a topic. Choose a topic that challenges you. And ask yourself, how do you feel about this topic? And just tune in, reflect. Reflect on how you're feeling about this topic. And then ask yourself, how does your heart feel about this topic? Learn to hear the language of your heart, to recognize the feedback of your heart, of your emotional body. And then ask yourself, what do you think about this topic or this challenge that you have in your life? What are your thoughts? And do these thoughts go round and round? Is there constant chatter or doubt? Is there any criticism? Is there a to-do list? Is there mental overwhelm or distress? Just reflecting what goes on in your thinking. And some of you may also have trouble identifying what you're thinking about this topic because you may experience confusion or foggy thinking. And whatever you have identified, ask yourself, are these thoughts your thoughts? Or do these thoughts belong to other people? Are these thoughts and information that you have picked up from elsewhere? From the people in your life, from school, from friends, media, teachers, government? And if you could remove any thoughts that belong to other people, any thoughts that are not originally yours, what would you think about your topic now? And now imagine a good friend by your side, someone who loves you unconditionally. And if you do not have such a friend in real life, just imagine such a person. Make one up, create one. And have this helpful and good friend of yours look at your challenge, your topic, and tell you what they see, how they view your challenge or problem. And listening to the feedback of this good and trusted friend, how does this change the way you look at your challenge? And now reflect on something you appreciate in your life, something you enjoy, something that has value to you, something you like about yourself, something you love about your life. And from this perspective, how do you feel about your challenge, the topic you have identified? And if you were to consult someone, a supportive expert, about your challenge or topic, someone who specializes in finding solutions for this exact topic, what would this expert say to you? And then ask yourself, does your heart agree with this expert? What does your heart feel about this challenge, this topic of yours now? And if your heart was whole and happy, how would it feel about this challenge? If your heart was whole and happy, what advice would it give to you about this topic? And if you could get some help or assistance for approaching this challenge, how would that change your situation, having help and assistance available? And if you could get some real support from someone, some real backing, how would you see this challenge differently? And if your heart could talk to you now, what would it say? If your heart could see into the future and see you mastering this challenge or topic, mastering any obstacles and experiencing success in this area, what advice would your heart give you now? And if you pay attention to your heart, in whichever state it is in at this time, whether your heart feels carefree, light, loving, anxious, guarded, or fearful, ask what you can do to make your heart feel better. What would help? Patience, love, appreciation, empathy, care, encouragement. Take a moment to offer this help to your heart. Create an imaginary scenario of how your heart will receive what it needs most. And just experience this scenario for 1 minute. Have your heart receive what it needs most. And ask yourself now, what makes your heart happy? What makes your heart sing? What makes your heart joyful? What makes your heart light up? What makes your heart feel appreciated? What makes your heart feel heard? What makes your heart feel loved? What makes your heart feel considered? What makes your heart want to talk to you more? And what makes your heart want to talk to you less? And pay attention to this. Becoming aware of how we block the intuitive and wisdom capacity of our heart is a really important key to our potential happiness, to our capacity to utilize heart intelligence. So ask yourself, how can you connect with your heart more? How can you stop ignoring your heart's wisdom? What is the shift you might need to make? How can you honor your heart and honor the gifts of your heart? How can your heart heal? How can you become a better caretaker of your heart? How can you offer more compassion for your struggles? How can you offer more compassion for your heart and any areas that have been hurt in the past? How can you have more compassion for your so-called weaknesses and shortcomings? How can you have more compassion for yourself and the many times you have ignored the guidance of your heart? And I'm inviting you now to sit down or lie down in a comfortable position for a meditation exercise. And we will call this meditation the light of compassion exercise. And once you've made yourself comfortable, close your eyes, connect with your breath, and allow your breathing to happen with ease, in whichever way it is comfortable to you. And now simply imagine the light of compassion in front of you, in whichever shape or form it shows up. This can be a kind of light body or a sphere or an energy or even a person or spirit animal. Completely up to you. Call in the light of compassion and feel compassion radiating from this light towards your body, your heart, and your being. Feel this light in front of you radiating compassion towards you, and just stay in this scenario for a few moments, receiving the compassion from this light in front of you. And now imagine that this light of compassion moves behind you, radiating compassion towards your back and the back of your heart. And simply allow your back and the back of your heart to receive this light of compassion. And now imagine that this light of compassion moves below you into the earth, radiating upwards from underneath, radiating up compassion all the way up into your heart. And just stay in this scenario for a moment, receiving compassion from below. And now imagine that this light of compassion moves above you, radiating gentle compassion down on you, all the way into your heart. And just stay there for a short moment, receiving compassion from above into your heart. And now imagine that this light of compassion above you moves down inside of you, inside of your head, and comes to rest in the middle of your chest. Still radiating compassion inside of your body and outwards through the gateway of your heart, shining compassion out into the world through your chest. And now place your palms in prayer position in front of your heart and breathe in vitality 3 times. Breathe in and out. And once again, breathe in vitality into every corner of your body and breathing out. And once more, breathing in fresh air and vitality, energizing your body, and breathing out. And when you're ready to return to the present moment, you can wiggle your toes and your fingers, move your face muscles, and open your eyes once you're ready. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you have received some benefits from connecting with your heart, and that you will take away any of the heart breathing exercises into your day. Until next time.